Tracy. How are you? You're fine, Scooter. Sad. Tired. Sad. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And so far, I've only found out two of the families involved. One of which I have been peripherally involved and have known for over 20 years. So, yeah. Um, Part of the reason I'm a little late tonight is we were down at the vigil, and I kind of had to get mentally right before I went live. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. In a blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye. Oh, God. How is she holding up? Hey, Journey. I couldn't stay long. You know me, I don't do well with that. We kind of stayed back off the crowd a bit. But I did go for a little while. How is she holding up? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yes, there was a lot. There was a lot. So, long story short, there was a car accident, single car accident, and unfortunately, I'm trying to find the article. I know where it is. On June 27th at approximately 5:10 a.m., the White Pine County Sheriff's Office received a report of a single vehicle accident that occurred on US 50 West near the west end of town, Ely, Nevada. Deputies report that the vehicle contained 6 occupants. 2 of the occupants were pronounced at the scene. The others were transported to the hospital. 2 were identified as 2 local juveniles. The accident is currently under investigation by the state police and the sheriff's office. So, super sad time for our local community. At this moment, there's been no confirmed cause of accident. There's just been rumors and suspicions, but there's been no further information from the investigation at this moment. So, yeah. Yeah. So there was a candlelight vigil at the park shortly before I went live tonight. Sorry. When you live in a community this small, it's hard to not know somebody, or at least their family, somehow. or extended family. It's rough. It's rough. Thank you, Journey. Our community is definitely hurting right now. Hey, Tracy. Definitely hurting right now. Fantastic. Was it just a broken pelvis or a shattered pelvis? Because I heard both. So, this youngster that Tracy is talking about, this particular family had lost one child and has one child in the hospital. So, Tracy, there was a very, very bad single vehicle accident. We lost 2 juveniles, 2 teenagers, and 4 injured. Yesterday morning. And a brain bleed. I did hear about that, yeah. So, this youngster that's in the hospital is the brother to one of the young lady, to the young lady that passed away. And the accident is still under investigation. They haven't released any further information about the accident itself, as far as I've seen. Thank you, Tracy. Hey, love.
Hello.
So our community is definitely grieving right now. What?
I'm tired.
Oh. So, rough day all the way around for the whole town. I want to say so. If not, then just barely. But don't quote me on that. Yeah, they were just right outside of town. Yes, they were still very young. Hey, love. Yeah, all still kids. I do believe they were all still teenagers, even. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think they were all still under 18. If not, I don't think they were any of them were if they weren't all under 18, I think that they may have been 18, but not adult for sure. I definitely think they were all teenagers. So, but I do believe they were still all under 18. I do believe. Again, don't quote me 100%. But I do believe they were all still under 18. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. 17, 18 max. Like right there, but still teenagers. But I want to say they were still like right there, but still teenagers, not 21, still teenagers. Yeah, Tracy. But yeah, we still don't have any word of what caused the accident or anything until they complete the investigation. So at this moment, it's still kind of speculation. And I really don't want to repeat speculation about the cause of the accident. So now we have 2 young lives that ended tragically in our community. Oh, that's great, love. Oh, I'm glad you're going to get her helps. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Until the investigation's over, I don't want to make any assumptions or anything until the investigation's over. No, I don't want to make any accusations. I don't want to say anything. Until the investigation's over. Exactly, Tracy. Makes you realize just how fragile life is. Exactly. We've got 2 lives that are over too soon, and many that are injured. Serious injuries. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Sadly, that is true. That is true. Yeah, Journey. Thanks, love. Yeah. Yep. There's I don't know. It doesn't. Something happened, and there's more. He overcorrected. There's more, and there's some things that kind of don't make sense. So, so yeah, they're. I'm kind of waiting for the investigation to finish up. So, yeah. The whole thing sucks. And when you live in a community as small as ours, it's it hits a community like this really hard. It hits the entire community. Yeah. Yeah, Tracy, especially since they probably knew these kids, considering the families they come from. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody knows everybody. You don't live in a town this small, this isolated, and not know at least half the town. At least. All right, love. We'll see you later, honey. Get some rest. Like the one family. I've known them at least 20 years. At least 20 years. So, yeah. Not like we, hung out or anything like that, but when we'd see each other out in public, we'd always say hi and, check in. We used to work together years ago. Yeah, well, I'll use the nickname that he no longer uses. I used to work with powder. And so I've known that family, God, 20 years at least. I've watched him through his worst. And as he's clawed his way back, through losing his dad, through his mom getting sick, they've gone through so much. The family has gone through so much. It's the last thing he needed. The last thing they needed. My heart just breaks for all these families. Ah, damn it. Ah. Sorry. My heart just absolutely breaks for these families. Hey, Carrie Ann. Yeah, I just. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was rough. I'd been hearing the rumor mill saying it was definitely his family. And it wasn't confirmed for me until right before I went, and I was like, oh, right before I went to the vigil. Yeah. Yeah. And it happened yesterday morning at 5:00 in the morning. Right outside of town. So, but because there was fatalities and alcohol involved, they're keeping. I don't think so. But again, don't quote me. Because there were fatalities and alcohol involved, they're keeping a lot of the details very close to the vest until the investigation is closed. That's how they do things. I don't think he was the driver. But don't quote me. From what I'm piecing together, I don't believe he was the driver. But this is not. That's not set in stone. Thank you, Tracy. My Tracy, you and I will have to talk, and I will go through what information I'm piecing together to lead me to that conclusion, because I don't want to put that on the internet. But Yeah, we'll talk. I'll call you later tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, they were on the highway just outside of town. It completely shut down the highway. People were having to go back through town and go back around and take pole line to be able to get to work at the mine, in and out of Ruth. Yeah, I'll call you tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, Journey. A lot of people are pulling together. They pulled together a candlelight vigil tonight at 8:30. That's why I was running a little late, because I was down there at the vigil. So, yeah, so for those that were with me on Mother's Day, thank you, Marla. Thank you. And we went out on the highway and watched the train through the tunnel. That's approximately where the accident was. It was out by the tunnel. Yes, that is true. When tragedy hits our town, no matter, almost always, it doesn't matter what, almost every time, family grudges get put aside and our community comes together, for sure. For sure. Personality gets put aside. Grudges get put aside and our community comes together. So, yep, that's the truth. It may not be done with a smile on the face, but grudges get put aside for tragedy, and we do pull together. And especially when it comes to the kids. Doesn't matter. When it comes to the kids, this town comes together. Yeah. Just a sad couple of days. Oh, that is rare nowadays, for sure. That is super sad. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh, that's sad. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, Marla. This is the one I started the other day. And I'm kind of glad I didn't finish it because it's allowing me to finish it now. And I kind of need the cheeriness right now. So it worked out perfect. So I got my new smartwatch in the mail, finally. I had a Galaxy 4 watch, but apparently they don't hold up in water very well, which was not that big of a deal, I guess, in the long run. For the speaker part of it. But what ended up driving me nuts was I got to the point where I had to start charging it every day. And that was driving me nuts. Literally I got to the point where I had to charge it every day. And that was ridiculous. But I liked the size and the shape of it. So I found another one that's similar. It's not a you too, Tracy. We'll see you later, honey. It's not a Galaxy watch, but it's about the same size. And it operates about the same way. But I like the size of the Galaxy watch. And it suits me. It's not too big. So we're going to give this one a try. And it actually has a better waterproof rating than the Galaxy watch. And it wasn't that expensive. So we're going to give it a try. And I can actually turn off. It's a lot easier to turn off the answering and text message function. Or the phone call and text message function. It's a lot easier. I just go right here on the watch and do it. It's just a little toggle turned off. Don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I know. I like it. And it's perfect. It's like almost identical to the Galaxy watch. And it came with 2 bands. Where's the other band? Okay, so it came with this one and this one. So a standard one with a metal clasp, which I tend to change out because if the clasp has nickel in it, I'm allergic to nickel. So I changed it out, and it came with the second band, which I like because it's got more holes in it, so any of the water from bathing the dogs dries faster. So it came with both bands. And then it has the little notch on it, just like the Galaxy watch bands. The little nub on it. So it's easier to change out the bands. And then the buttons are the same as the Galaxy watch. Now I'm really hard on watches, so I have it gave me the watch face size, so I have some screen protectors coming for it. They'll be here Monday. So, yeah. I'm like, heck yeah. And it was only, how much was it? $50? I think it was like $50. Let's tell you, hang on. Oh, excuse me. Hang on. There it is. It was $49.99 with a 30% code. Oh, nice. Yeah. And they come in different colors. Purple, wine red, gray, and black. It was right, Marla? It's $49.99 with a 30% off. I was like, yes, please. You can customize your watch face. Sports monitoring. You can turn on notifications. I got all that stuff turned off. So it comes with this watch band on it. And you see it's got the metal clasp. And I traded it out for this one. With the plastic clasp. I know. And it's where's the, I think it's IP68. Where's it at? Oh, 1.27 inch round screen. So it was able to search for 1.27 round smartwatch screen protector. Popped right up. Let's see. Where's it at? It's on here somewhere. Oh, here it is. IP68 waterproof. IP68. So charging time is 2 hours, daily use 7 to 14 days, standby time is 30 days. So if you have a lot of notifications turned on, you're going to get 5 to 7 days. If you have most of your notifications turned off and you're just using it for standard sports monitoring, step monitoring, and as a standard watch, you're going to get 10 to 14 days usually, which is most of what I've got it on for. So I charged it, had it on all night, all day, and I'm only at 96% battery. So I should get several days out of it before I have to charge it. So sleep monitoring, step monitoring is mostly what I'll be using it for. And time, of course. Time and date. It was a toss-up between black or purple. Because look at the black one. Black one looks sharp. And it comes with 3 bands. So does the gray one. The black one looks sharp. All right, go get some rest, honey. That one looks sharp. It was a toss-up between the black or the purple. The gray one was just a little too light for me. It also comes with 3 bands. But I couldn't pass that up. Yeah, take it easy tomorrow. I will call you tomorrow afternoon. And we will talk. Summer has barely started, and it starts out like this. Can we start over? Pretty please. I'm sure I'm not the only one asking. Can we start over? Can we hit the reset button? Yeah. See, told you I wasn't the only one asking. Can we hit that reset button? Yeah, we just need to reset. I like the idea of that. I like the idea of that. All right, folks, let's see if somebody's live. My girls actually didn't know the kids very well. At least the ones that we are certain that of who they are. We're not actually 100% of who all the kids were that were involved. So at this moment, that's where we're at. So at this moment, my girls are empathetic of the loss for the families. They're understanding what it means to the community, and they are sad for the families for their loss. My oldest and I had a talk yesterday, and she understands what it means, because even though my oldest is 16, she still doesn't even have her learner's permit yet. So she understands why we've been a little bit delayed on getting her learner's permit, because part of that is because we don't feel she's quite responsible enough for the responsibility of driving just yet. She still gets easily distracted, and putting a teen behind the wheel is literally even more than handing them a loaded weapon. Sorry. I mean, that's literally what it is. And this is a prime example of that. Regardless of whether it was alcohol related or not, this is literally a prime example of how a vehicle can become a loaded weapon. How it can literally affect more than just one life. And this is why, because she gets so easily distracted, this is why we've delayed getting her license, because a vehicle, when you are behind the wheel of a vehicle, it's not just your life in your hands. Exactly, Marla. Hey, Bill. It is your life, the life of anybody in the car with you, as well as everybody else on the road with you. And this was a perfect example of what can happen with a vehicle. It's not just your life, it's everybody else's life as well. So it was a good eye-opener for my oldest. It's a reminder for my girls of what our community stands for, and coming together and supporting our community. While my girls did not personally know the kids involved at this moment, like I said, we're not confirmed on some of the other kids that were involved, and they were not close to the ones that we are confirmed of. They are standing firm in supporting our community. And while I did not ask them to go with me to the vigil tonight, Both my kids and bonus kid all volunteered to go with me tonight to stand firm as a family to support our community, um, and show that they are standing with the families that have been affected, um, and show their support for the families that were you know, that are grieving tonight. This is, my kids are amazing. They absolutely are amazing. Even though they did not know these kids personally, they weren't friends with these kids. They want these parents and these families to know that they are showing their support. Even at their age. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my kids, you know what? I do not take credit for how awesome my kids are. My kids are assholes. Don't get me wrong. They're kids. Let me make this clear. My kids are assholes because they're kids. They're normal. I love them to bits, but they're still kids, and I let them be kids. But they're also some really awesome kids. And I'm not giving myself credit for them being awesome kids. They're awesome kids because they're awesome kids due to them being awesome kids on their own. But they're pretty awesome kids. You know, they're pretty friggin' awesome kids. And I really do respect the hell out of my kids. They can be little snots, don't get me wrong. Because they're kids. But they're pretty awesome kids. They can be little shits. Because they're kids. Because they're learning. But they're pretty awesome kids. Freaking love them. I don't know what I'd do without them. They definitely keep me on my toes, that's for sure. They're pretty awesome kids. Not very many kids when you tell them you're going to a candlelight vigil for kids that they didn't know would say, I'll go too. Show the family that we support them. Are you sure? Absolutely, Mom. Okay. Mom, it's 8:30. Are we going? Yeah, I'm just dragging. Come on, let's go. It's 8:30. Let's go. Yeah, they're awesome kids. They're little snots. And they keep me on my toes, but they're awesome freaking kids. Oh, yeah. Do you bring us news, Bill? Hey, Scooter. There was a very, very tragic accident, Scooter, yesterday morning about 5 o'clock in the morning, involving all teenagers. And sadly, there were 2 fatalities. And very significant injuries involving alcohol. That is all we know for sure at this moment. That's all we know for sure. It is still under investigation. And I don't want to say any more until the investigation is completed. Unfortunately, I actually know the family of one of the kids that was involved. At least one of the families involved. One of the other families, I vaguely know, I believe it, the stepmother of one of the fatalities. That child was a young lady, and her brother is currently in the hospital. He's already been through surgery with a shattered pelvis, broken wrist, and a brain bleed. That family, our other Tracy Pope, her daughter, this one is hitting close to home. That family is hitting close to home for Tracy because her daughter used to babysit for that family. So that family not only lost a daughter, but their son is in critical condition. Yeah. But we don't have a lot of clear details. We don't have a lot of clear facts right now because of it being minors. Some minors involved, at least some minors involved. There being fatalities and alcohol involved. It's being investigated by the county sheriff's department and the state police, and they are keeping details very close to their vest at the moment during the investigation, which is to be expected. And this just happened yesterday morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. One of the families that is involved, I've known personally almost the entire family for at least 20 years. Right, Scooter. So, it's been a difficult couple of days. Very difficult couple of days for everybody in town. So, yeah. Part of why I was late getting started tonight is because I actually, we had several community members come together and organize a candlelight vigil at the park. And I went. There was, I don't know if it, school let out actually a couple weeks ago. There was some kind of party, yes. I don't know that it was end of year. And they were coming, I guess, back into town. And the accident, remember for Mother's Day, we caught the train at the tunnel. The accident was somewhere right in that area by the train tunnel, just outside of town. We don't know what caused the accident. It was reported that something happened and the driver overcorrected. That is the only thing that has been corroborated. I think I said that right. The driver overcorrected. That's all I got. We don't know why. We don't know what happened. Just that the driver overcorrected, and there were 6 teenagers in the car. And 2 fatalities on scene. Or 1 on scene and 1 on the way to the hospital. That's the other 2. One story is 2 on scene. Then the other story is 1 on scene, 1 on the way to the hospital. One teen was life flighted due to injuries. And that's the brother to the one that passed on scene. It does, Marla. It does. A little bit of shadow right there. And right now, that is all of the information that has been confirmed. So, okay. So, according to the press release, they were pronounced at the scene. So the two were pronounced at the scene. I will. So I'm trying to look and see if there's anything. Because at this moment, we still don't have. They still haven't released all the names yet, which they may not. Then the high school also, even though school was out, the high school even opened up for licensed counselors to be available as well yesterday. Which I thought was amazing for the kids. Yeah, at this moment, we still don't have an idea. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too, Marla. Yeah. And they may not. Oh yeah, Scooter. Yeah. Or also depending if charges are brought, all of that plays into it, all of that. If that's a big huge if, don't know. There's a lot that goes into all of that, whether they release any names or anything like that. So yeah, and a town this small, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of that goes into all of that, whether they release names. There's so much that goes into it. So much that goes into it. Yeah. Well, and you figure, Marla, I'm even smaller than that. The entire county is smaller than that. The entire county is less than half of that. So, town is okay. So it kind of varies. Some publications say just over 4,000. Some say as much as 4,500. The entire White Pine County is just over 10,000. Like 10,500 or something like that. 10,250, something like that. Yeah, you fart in the grocery store, and everybody in town knows in an hour. I kid you not. Kid you not. Right, Scooter? Yeah, this time then. Yeah. Um, the GoFundMe's and stuff, that stuff didn't pop up until today. It took about 24 hours. 20, maybe 30 hours. And that's probably because, the initial shock and everything. They had to get through the initial investigation stage and all that before they could post anything. But like Tracy said, in a town like this, everybody knows. Everybody. Literally. I can't imagine what the EMTs and the first responders are going through having to respond to that call. Knowing those kids and knowing their families. I can't imagine. I can't even imagine. Oh, that's why I couldn't be an EMT. Not here. Be different with people I didn't know in a big city or something, but ain't no way I could do it here. Ain't no way. I'd lose my shit. Ain't no way. Yeah, they're volunteer. We have, I think, a few that are full staff, but most of them are volunteer. Yeah, Scooter, because everybody freaking knows everybody. There's no way I could emotionally handle it. I could do it if I didn't. I probably could handle it a lot better if I didn't know everybody, or at least know family members of most people. There's no way I could do it, especially with kids. No, can't do it. Can do it. Ain't no way. All right. Let's see if there's anybody live. Oh, excuse me. Crafty's live. Crafty's live. Looks like she's crocheting. Good night, Marla. All right. If you want to continue the conversation, head on over. Check out Crafty Witch. Looks like she's crocheting. I gotta take my meds. I am emotionally worn out. Oh, I've been stressed out all week. It's been crazy. Last 2 days with this. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to take some Tylenol PM or something. Just one. Because I didn't realize my melatonin expired, so I tossed it. So I got to pick up a small bottle of some more. I don't take it often. If I take it too often, then it doesn't work. So, it's Saturday, right? Yeah, it's Saturday. So, spa day. I do. Yes, that sounds amazing. When do I have the time though? When do I have the time? I might have to try to figure out and make some time very soon. Very soon. I might have to work on that. That might be something I have to work on. Yeah. That sounds like a plan. I might work on that. All right, folks. If you're headed to bed and you need them night meds, sweet dreams, sleep tight. If you're on the other side, I have to make the time, I know. If you're on the other side and you're just starting your day and you need them, hey, Mark, the pups can wait. Yeah, try telling the rest of town that. No, because they need appointments right now. Didn't you know that? Day meds. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Make the time to find something beautiful to look at. It makes the day better. Yes, have a wonderful night, Mark. Day, evening. Yeah, one of those. One of those. One of those. It's been one of those days. Can't think of anything super important right at the moment. Right off the top of my head. Love you too, Scooter. Yeah, I can't think of anything super important. So, on that note, remember, a little bit of kindness, a smile, and a little bit of love make this world a better place. Don't forget to be kind to yourself. I'll see you guys later.